America, it's the Super Tube. And it's Lex with some super duper breaking news. Donald J. Trump, the former president, no. Donald Trump won the election. You heard what I said, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States of America, he won the election. It all came down to Pennsylvania. That situation that Trump got into when they tried to pop at him in July, that was actually in Pennsylvania. And it's so interesting that Pennsylvania and Georgia were the states to watch. When this thing first started out, Trump, he was ahead. He was ahead. It was Kamala 3, Trump 19. And this is what Chris Season, shout out Chris Season, posted. He posted this on X. Y'all saw it. I was like, yo, y'all don't think it's going to be a landslide? Is it giving landslide? So afterwards, about a few hours afterward, you know how these things go. With the Electoral College, it starts spiking. One candidate is in the lead, and then the next, you start seeing them numbers start accumulating. I remember that happened in the last few elections. If you ever seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. But I like to just wait until it get about 11. That's when I start gauging my vibe. Trump, afterward, he has 101 and Kamala Harris has 71. And I'm like, oh, this is still giving landslide. I was like, dang, landslide. Like, still. The West Coast, you know, those states, for the most part, they're always blue. And they've been blue since the 80s. A lot of these states, I think even New York as well. New York, California, Washington, Oregon, those states, they've been blue since the 84 and 88. Deadass. All right? But now, when it came to Texas, you know Texas is going to be red, right? And Texas, California, New York, these states have the most electoral college votes. So that's why they're important. Well, yeah, these states are amazing, right? And y'all know I'm a New Yorker. Shout out to my New Yorkers. Yes, New York happens, for the most part, to be a blue state since the 80s as well. But now, when you talking about Florida, Texas, Oregon, Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania is the state that defined it, and Georgia. He was in the lead the whole time, but when I saw what was going on with Georgia and Pennsylvania, I was like, okay, it's definitely going to come down to these two states. I was thinking that Kamala Harris was going to get at least one of them. But when I saw Trump got Georgia, I was like, oh, nah, landslide. Then, when I see him get Pennsylvania, I was like, it's over. 207. And then y'all see it. Donald Trump wins Pennsylvania and secures victory over Kamala Harris for the 2024 presidential election. Now, America, where do we go from here? Now, I'm going to keep it a bean with y'all. Y'all know that for the rest of the year, I think even going into next year, maybe a bit after the Super Bowl, things are going to be very, very epic and intense. And I just say, y'all get ready, be mindful and aware, because tomorrow morning when people go up, they're going to be like, how did this happen? Well, America, this was so reminiscent of the 2016 election. It was so reminiscent of the 2016 election, but y'all, Trump won in the popular vote, and he also won in the electoral college votes. There is this controversy sometimes I hear what people talk about with the electoral college. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I see why the electoral college is necessary. You know, and I ain't no political expert, not trying to be at all. Listening to people speak about it and analyzing what's said, I think the electoral college does make sense when you really get into what it's for. And Trump won the electoral college, and he won the popular vote. Sometimes a candidate could win the popular vote, but then if the electoral college don't give him the ticket, then no. It comes down to that electoral college. And it exists for a reason. And Trump wins the popular vote and the electoral college vote. America, that is wild to me. And y'all heard it came down to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania has what, 19 or 20 delegates? Georgia has like 16. And nah, don't get me wrong. You got them other states in there like even Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota. But Trump, he didn't get those. He might get those states, honestly. Like, I don't know if they're battleground states or purple states, whatever, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets any of those. It's gonna be landslide. The fact that he got Pennsylvania and Georgia, and usually Arizona is usually a red state. At the time of this recording, he didn't get Arizona yet, but I won't be surprised if he does get Arizona. But you guys heard it here. Donald Trump is the 40. I don't know if he's the 45th again or the 46th. Right? Maybe how are they gonna do that? And he's one of the only presidents to do this. Becomes the president, then the Joe Biden gets the election, and then he comes back and he landslides the election. After having they throwing cases at him. They dealing with Trump like he's an entertainer. Trump got a mugshot out there. The guy that has the mugshot actually wins the election. America, this is wild. They done threw so much things at Trump. It's like, how do you even you be forgetting all of the different things? But America, he won the election. It's crazy. Now we'll see in the morning what happens. Like, y'all, we've been up the whole night just watching this thing and having a great time with it. So Donald Trump, great job. Kamala Harris, great job. And moving forward, I hope both of these candidates, I'm sure that they'll, because look, Joe Biden gotta swear Donald Trump in, right? Joe Biden, or I don't know how that's gonna work, or Kamala Harris, they're gonna have to swear him in. You know that when they talk about that thing with the peaceful transition, and that's also important as well, right? A peaceful transition. I think that's something all presidents speak about, no matter who's going in. That's just like a custom almost. A lot of people was like, yo, they're going to rig the machines. They're going to flex with the machines and tamper with it. And they're going to have screwdrivers out. And they're going to screw in the machines when no one's looking. And from what I know, the first person to reach 270 electoral votes wins the election. And that's what Donald Trump did. America, make sure y'all subscribe to the Super Tube. Y'all know it's Astrosthetics. Let's get it. Pay. Yeah.